One of the most challenging things in our lesson on income tax, just from a pure keeping track of what math we ought to be doing standpoint, is calculating taxes owed using a tax bracket. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through calculating taxes owed once you've already calculated taxable income. And in this video, I'm working with the 2020 tax bracket. If you are watching this from the future, you might be working with a later year's tax bracket, which will only differ in the actual numbers that you see in the table. There will be no difference in the procedure. You just will find different numbers in the table at appropriate points in the process. So, in this exercise, we're asked to calculate the taxes owed for a single person with a taxable income of $100,000. So that's not the total amount of money they made. We've already done all of the calculations with exemptions and deductions and adjustments and all of the things that we subtract from gross income. We're just at the point of we've already found the taxable income. Now we want to find the taxes owed. So the first thing we look at is we're talking about a single person. So we want to look at the single column in the tax rates. Our single person has a taxable income of $100,000. And that means, well, that's between these two values. So that means that our person is in the 24% tax bracket. Now, it is not the case that that means that they pay 24% of $100,000, which is $24,000. No. Why not? Because these are what are called marginal tax rates. A marginal tax rate means once you've already earned $85,525 as a single person in 2020, once you've already earned that much, the next dollar that you earn is taxed at 24%. So the only money that's taxed at 24% is the part that's beyond $85,525. Now, the bad news is that makes this harder to calculate. The good news is there's never a point in this tax table where you make more money and the extra taxes you have to pay are such that you get to keep less money. No matter what, the more money you make, the more money you get to keep. It's just at a slower rate as your tax bracket increases. Okay, so how do we do this then? I'm going to get rid of this part so that we can have the tax table and our work on the page at the same time. So, our character here is in the 24% tax bracket. That means that part of their income is taxed at 10%. Right, I'm just starting with the very first row. Part is taxed at 12%. Part is taxed at 22%. And the last part is taxed at 24%. How do we figure out how much? I'm going to make a table here to organize my work. Well, the 10% tax rate starts to apply from $0, right? If you make more than $0 of taxable income after deductions and so on, if you make more than $0 of taxable income, you have to pay 10% up to this $98.75. And then if you make more than $98.75, you have to pay 12% up to this $41.25. If you make more than that, then you have to pay 22% up to $85,525. And if you make even more than that, you have to pay 24% beyond $85,525. And for this person, right, for this person, they stop making money before they get up to $163,300. So this person stops before they get to $163,300. In fact, they stop at $100,000. Right, so this is their taxable income. Okay. So what do we do with that? Well, that means that our person earns some amount of money after they've earned $0 and before they've earned $98.75. In fact, the amount in that range is from 0 to 980 or to 98.75. So it's 98.75 minus 0. I can do that in my head. 98.75. This person then they've earned $9,875, and then they earn more money until they've earned $40,125. How much money does it take them to get up to $40,125? Well, 40,125 minus 98.75. I can't do that one in my head. I'm going to say 40,125 minus 98.75. The amount in that range is $30,250. Okay, so now our person has earned $9,875, and then they earned another $30,250, which took them up to $40,125. And now they earn more money to take them from $40,125 to $85,525. How much is that? Well, $85,525 minus $40,125. 85,525 minus 40,125 is 54. Nope. 45,400. And then, so now they've made all the way up to 85,525. Then they're going to make the rest of their 100,000. So they're going to make money after they've made 85,525 up to 100. How much is that? Well, it's 100,000 minus 85,525. So that's 14,475. Okay, so if we add up all of those numbers, This is all of the money that this person made, or all of their taxable income. All of the money that they made that they're going to be taxed on. Right? If we add up 9875 plus 3250 plus 45400 plus 14475, that comes out to the whole 100,000 in taxable income. So they're going to be taxed on the whole 100,000, but by different rates on each portion. So now we calculate their actual taxes owed. Now we're going to figure out their taxes owed by taking the rate times the amount that's taxed at that rate for each of the rates in our tax table. So the 9875 is taxed at 10%. Now I'm just going to convert my percents to decimals in my head. If you'd rather, you can do that on the calculator too by doing the division. So 9875 times 10% is 987.50. 3250 times 12%, that's 3,630. 45,400 times 22%, that's 99.88. And then this last bit, the 14,475 at 24%, that's 34.74. So they don't pay 24% of 100,000. That would be $24,000. Instead, they pay well, we just add up all these numbers. 987.50 plus 3630 plus 99.88 plus 34.74. So they end up paying $18,079.50. And so that's not by any means 24% of their taxable income. That's a little bit more than 18% of their taxable income. And depending on what their actual deductions were, it's going to be less than 18% of their total gross income. That is, all of the money that they got paid from their job. So that's how we calculate the taxes owed using a tax bracket, pretty much by hand. We use the calculator to add, subtract, multiply, and divide. But everything else we did by hand. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to do the same thing, but using the calculator to keep track of all of this stuff.